G'day friends, welcome to today's YouTube video. My name is James. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I do not want to hear it. Do not talk to me about my Popmart obsession. I've only gone and made a video about it, and obviously I want to talk to you about it for 15 minutes, but I don't want to hear it. I'm not enabling you. Don't buy them. I'm not responsible for you buying blind boxes. I have been influenced, although I will say I've actually bought 0 of them. All of them were bought for me as gifts, or Steve will come home and give me a little blind box. If you know what I'm talking about, these cute little things these are called Hirono, Hirono, or Hirono characters. Hirono! And these little characters are kind of the latest ones that I wouldn't say collecting. We don't want all of them. I'm not trying to collect all of them, and we're not keeping them in boxes or anything. The whole point is to take them out because it's a blind box. It's like a lucky dip, a little mystery item. And these ones I think he gets from a vending machine. But we have a Popmart store close to us in Costa Mesa in South Coast Plaza. So we go to that one and visit that one a lot. I think we went yesterday. So we picked up a couple of these. I always want one at a time. Steve gets really obsessed and he wants lots at a time. He is having his own journey with the blind boxes. Let's just leave it at that. But I really enjoy just having one at a time and collecting whichever one I get. Like, he really wants specific ones. There are ones I like more than others because you don't know. They come in these little boxes and they have a bag inside, a little card, which you can see on the screen there. That's the card. If you look at the card before you open the bag, you'll know which one is in there. But you open the bag and that's your little character, your little figurine. And they are kind of collectibles. They come in series, like the ones on the screen here. That's the Little Prince series. This one is the Other One series. And there's a whole bunch of other types of toys as well. Like, this is Hirono. The Labubu characters come from Popmart. The CryBabies come from Popmart. I'm not big into CryBabies, but I have a box over there because a friend had one, and my friends know to save all their ephemera for me, so he gave me the box. And Nyota, we have that character that I have 2 of her, and Hacipupu, which I really wanted the koala. This is the thing too, because if you want one that's specific and there's 12 in the series and they're all in blind boxes, whichever one you get, you got a 1 in 12 chance, right? Or 13, because there's usually a secret one. And so I was really worried that I really wanted, if you want one badly enough, you're going to end up having to collect a bunch of boxes to get it. And I thought, it's fine, I'll be on this journey for a while and one day I'll get the koala. Picked it out first go. Could not believe my luck. So it's a little rambling that starts with G adjacent, I guess. So do not, if you have an addicted personality, do not get into these. Which I would say I kind of do, but like I said, I haven't bought any of them. And you know what I was telling Steve about? Sometimes there's a lot to enjoying something, right? Like, sometimes people believe that the acquisition of something is the enjoyment, but a lot of what I've learned through, ironically, art journaling and art supplies. Like, when I was a kid, all I wanted was to have all the art supplies in the world. And then as I got more and more and more, even though I loved it, there started to become this weird guilt that I would feel about not using all of them, or things that would go unnoticed at my desk. And I'd think, oh goodness, I could remember when I really, really wanted this, and now I have it and I'm not using it. Now I feel a little guilty. So then what you once perceived as like the ultimate dream starts to feel a little burdensome. And I felt like I had to unpack all of these ideas about, like, did I really want it? Is it okay to have it but not use it? You know, why do I feel guilty? How do I not feel guilty? And ultimately, there were different reasons for enjoying things and different parts of different experiences that actually brought me the joy. Like, I learned this through dance as well. Sorry, I'm going to make some weird segues into how I learned this, but with the figurines, with these, I don't need to have them all. Part of the enjoyment for me is getting one as like a little treat, and I love receiving it as a gift because I feel like it was chosen for me. And I love that it's a mystery because then there's this element of surprise to it. So I love that. I love that they look like little drawings that I would have done in my art journal, like the styles that they come up with, the little series that they have. So cute, so visually appealing to me. So I really do like that. But having the whole collection is not the thing that I'm after. It's not the joy in that for me. You know, if I like one more than I like others, I don't want to buy the whole box just to make sure I have that one, because then I have all the other ones that I didn't really care too much about, but I would have been so happy to receive them in a random box as well. So there's this weird thing that goes on, like in dance, I really love the performing aspect of it. There are other things I like about it too, but I really love like being in a costume, being in front of an audience, and the performance bit. Like that's the thing that brings me the most joy. The other things kind of fall in a hierarchy of like, you know, lots of joy still, but like a little bit less. Like, you know, right at the top, the thing that I enjoy the most is the performing for an audience and how that makes me feel when I see that they're being entertained. So I have to really clue into that sometimes, because especially if you have a bit of an addictive personality, and if you're diving into these blind box worlds, sometimes you can get into, oh, I really need to get that because it's hard to get. And then you get it and you realize, I never really wanted it anyway. Like, why did I care? You just get swept up in the FOMO of it. Don't like that. For me, some people really enjoy, you know, satisfying their FOMO. The other thing is I don't need the whole collection. So that's always a good thing for me to remember. And that I do really enjoy when they're gifted to me. So that actually stops me from buying them for myself, which again is a really good way to curb my type of personality that might want to just keep picking these up just because it feels fun to have that little serotonin boost. I don't know why I'm giving this lecture. All of this to say I have become, you know, really obsessed with them, and I love them mostly because they're just visually appealing and they really do remind me of little drawings from my journals. I feel like my little journaling world has come to life in these little characters, and we put them all around the house in little different spaces, and they kind of take on their own little personalities, and we put them in different places for different reasons. Steve's really gotten on board too. I think it feeds a little bit of a, you know, Peter Pan syndrome for him. That's what he said, not me. I don't know if he has Peter Pan syndrome, to be honest, but it's definitely scratching an itch for him to just enjoy simple pleasures like a little toy. And yeah, I'm really into it. I do love the idea of creating my own drawings with things. And oh, this is the other thing. So not only that, like I don't really even need, you know, a part of the enjoyment for me is also obsessing about it. Like I really enjoy looking at the pictures of them. I enjoy watching other people unbox them. Like I get a lot of joy out of that too. So that means I'm not only needing the joy of acquiring it and opening it. Like that to me is fun, but there are so many other aspects of the process that I can enjoy as well. And so it becomes a lot less about buy, have. It's like, indulge your curiosity about it. Go and search for the other series. Go and make a list of the ones that you like. And then for me as an art journaler, an artist, I love to draw them all. And then I love to imagine new ones that don't exist. Like that is also a part of the fun for me. So I was trying to tell Steve, like, what other parts of the fun could you have, you know, having your hyperfixation on something? Is it all just about acquiring it? And he really likes taking photos of them. He likes setting them up in a cute little place for a reason and having a little photo of it, or putting a little video of it and then sharing it on his Insta story. Like that is also a part of the fun. So I think it's a little over analytical to kind of figure out why and what you're having fun with, but sometimes it is important to think about, because you can very easily get swept up in just acquiring everything and spending a lot of money very quickly on a bunch of little toys that you probably definitely didn't need. Anyway, it brought me a lot of joy, so I'm enjoying that. And you know what's even funnier? Steve gets them and then he gives them to me. Like the little ghost one that sits at my desk. He came and set it up at my desk the other day and was like, he just looks so cute at your desk. So now he lives here. I don't know, I've just been really taken with it. So this is the one that I drew. He's a little mermaid. I wanted to draw a bunch that was like the Me series. So I drew a fairy one. I drew Steve and I with the cats. And then I drew that little mermaid one, which I really like, his bowler hat with the jellyfish. This is why I love art and journaling, because I mean, you can take something that you enjoy and you can expand upon it in a way that, you know, it's even more exciting. It's even more fun now. Maybe one day I'll just cold call Popmart and just submit all these designs and say, can I design some? It would be it'd probably be more work than I'd be willing to do, but I am just really into it. So I'm riding the wave of that enjoyment. This is Labubu's. This I actually did before Christmas, but I had this footage and I thought, well, since I'm doing a Popmart drawings video, I might share it with you. I did do this kind of a style in the Hala workshop. If you remember, we kind of dove into this, I think it was a hybrid of a few different styles of artists. And then we did the Yoshitomo Nara children, the little trick-or-treaters, and I just did this with the Labubu overlay because it kind of lent itself to the same features that the Labubu face has. It had that, like, those really like downturned eyebrow eyes, and the little triangle nose, even the mouth that was kind of like a wide line. We just had to put the little, you know, triangle teeth on. And then they have their furry suits, which I just thought it turned out so cute. I did this for my friend Josh, who, like, for Christmas, I did this like as a portrait of his Labubu children. Because these were the first two he got. Now he's got like a billion of them. We have a billion of them. It's Josh and Steve kind of both became like dealers of Popmart toys, Labubu's specifically. So I'll let them share that journey on their social media, but I stay mostly out of it. I just receive them as gifts. Or just sweep up the things that they don't necessarily want anymore. That's how I've ended up with all of my stuff. But yeah, they had their own little Labubu journey, which was pretty funny to watch and stressful. It was really stressful seeing many, many boxes come into this studio. So I was like, are you starting a business? Like, stop getting all these boxes. They were like resellers. It was terrible. Not really. They were just, they're so hard to get. There's like such a system to getting them, but then once some people had them, other people wanted them. They went viral through a K-pop star that had one on a designer purse last year, and so they've been really hard to get, and so they get them and then make sure that all of their friends can have them, which is nice, I guess, but it stressed me out. So this is a portrait I did for him for Christmas, which was a gag gift, but again, this is why being an artist can come in handy sometimes. These are gifts that you cannot get anywhere else, and there was a lot of humor to drawing his stupid toys as children. And I love that. If I had all the time in the world, I think most of my Christmas gifts would be handmade. I also did some porcelain drawing. I got a little sake set and a little espresso set, and I drew on them with a porcelain marker, and then you bake it and it becomes, you know, washable and usable. So I did that for a couple of girlfriends at work, and that was super fun. I loved how those turned out. And I kept thinking to myself, like, not only was this, you know, really unique and really fun for me to do, it was also very affordable. Like, as Christmas gifts, thrifting things from the Goodwill, like little ceramics, and being able to customize them was very inexpensive. And we had agreed to that. We said we were doing a Thriftmas because none of us wanted to spend too much money. And then, you know, I already have all the supplies to make little pictures like this. It was really just getting a frame. And again, if you go to a thrift store, frames are like $2-3 at a thrift store. So, and a lot of them have glass, which you can't really get at most, you know, places that will sell an affordable frame. It'll be that weird plastic thing with the film. So get into your thrift store. Do that. It's been fun. This is the Labubu portrait. I don't really have much else to say other than, if you've been on my Instagram or TikTok lately, that, speaking of Josh, the one that this was a present for, he said for his birthday, it would be really great if I did the Lady Gaga dance competition, which is something I would never have signed myself up for. And then we went and filmed it in the rain, and now I've put it on my TikTok and my Instagram, so if you can go and watch that, that would be great. He really wants me to push that out there, and that was his birthday gift. So that is that. If you're wondering if my neck is sore from that, it is, definitely. But thank goodness the rain was actually a lot lighter than it looked in the video, and the video turned out really well. I am proud of it. I just would never have chosen to enter that. It was very much him pushing me to do it, but I am proud of the video, and I'm excited to get to the weekend because our new show at Knott's Berry Farm is opening. The Peanut Celebration starts this weekend, and weather permitting, please don't let it rain, we'll be opening our new show. So I'll be sharing lots of that with you over the weekend as well. I hope you have a wonderful time getting into your art journals and doing whatever it is you're going to do over the next few days. Collage Club for February's out. I'm sure you've seen that video. And I did a 2025 journal lineup video last week that I think I spoke at length about a lot of what I'm doing. I've been getting on Instagram live streams a little bit more too, so keep an eye out for that. There's no schedule, it's just luck of the draw, to be honest. And I will probably have a whole bunch more little Popmart drawings to share with you by that point. I'm back in an old Traveler's Notebook insert. It's going super well. I really love it. I'll see you around when I see you next. And until then, take care, be safe, be happy. Bye.